everybody, welcome to another round of Canje Plays, and today we are getting into This War of Mine by Awaken Realm. So, I love this game. I think like I played the IP, the video game, and I was like, this game's got some dark tones, but it's a very cool concept. And it wasn't until I played this game that I was like, this game is amazing. It walks that fine line of being able to tell a true story, a true terrible story, um, and just kind of enjoying what it is. So this is a lot of I've come back to this game a lot, as you've seen. I think this is what episode 6, and I played a lot of the scenarios, but I never played one of the scenarios that came with the base game, because the base game comes with two scenarios, which is the last day and endless night. And I never played Endless Night, but I played The Last Day. So, right before I was about to dig into Days of the Siege, and before I did that, I was like, let me play Endless Night, play through that, and then I'll hop into the second expansion, which was Days of the Siege, and see how that changes the game and what that looks like and everything. So, or what it adds to the game with new scenarios. So, I'm definitely going to dig into that, and we'll keep playing this game as we go through and have a good time. So, yeah, before we get started, I want to say thank you to my Patreons. I appreciate you so much. Thank you to my YouTube subscribers. I appreciate you as well. And if you are neither and just here to hang out, thank you and welcome as well. Pull up a chair. Happy Easter to everyone who celebrates. I hope you're having a really great Easter and just having a great time. So, okay, let's get some information and then we'll get down to the table. Hey Jason, what's going on? Good morning, Canje. This War of Mine is one of my favorite games, the only game I have ever regretted culling from my collection. Buy it back! Buy it back, Jason! Buy it back! So, let's get some information. This War of Mine, it came out in 2017, right? It got a 7.8 on, good luck, I hope you survive. I won't. 7.8 on Board Game Geek, thematic 38, overall 168. I don't know. This game, like I said, it speaks to it's a genre, and if you're like, I don't like that genre, then you won't enjoy it. But I think I don't know. I think it's amazing. 1 to 6. Hey, what's on, Yogi? Heresy calling. 1 to 6 players. Community says 1 to 3, but best played solo. The reason why is because how this game plays is everyone controls every character, but it's who owns the book, and it's per phase. So in the morning phase, one person does something, then they hand the book over to do the day phase, and then another person does the dusk phase, another person does the evening phase, another person does the scavenging phase, another person does the night raids, and then one person does dawn. So you just kind of hand the book around the table. I don't know. I guess people who've done that and say that it plays well, I wouldn't enjoy like doing the morning phase and then having to wait until my turn again to do something. So I see why best playing this game solo just really works. That's my thought on it anyway. Let's see. Designer Michael and Jakob, and artists Marsram, Powell, Mikhail, and Piotr, who did this and published by Awaken Realms. So it's wonderful art that's on here. Like, it's really good story, and the decisions are so tough to make. I think, like, if you go into this game with, I'm going to be the nicest person in the world, you probably won't make it. But if you go to it with, like, this is a survivalist game, there are times where I could be nice, and there's times where I have to not be nice just for the sake of the group. I think you'll find some success. I tried to not play Cutthroat in this, and I died quickly. So we'll see. We'll see. All right. So let's get down on the table. So here we are. I've got the board and just everything laid out, but this is Endless Night that we're going to be going through, which is just a placard card that comes with the scenarios. It tells you how to set up, what the objective is, how you win, and story points to read. And then on the other side is Last Night, which I played that and I died. Anyway, but we're not going to talk about that. So, this journal, there's a War Times journal with a lot of small writing, and I'm old. My eyes are old. You see I'm wearing glasses. so I can't dive in, like pulling that up. However, we do have the app, which does do what I need it to do. So we'll be using the app so you can read along with me, and we'll see it. Okay, so it's a lozenge I have to kind of help with my throat as I continue to talk and ramble on. All right, so it's using the scenario C905. All right, so let's see what 905 has to say. What a way to make a living. So it says, using scenarios in advanced mode of gameplay. Try it once you're familiar enough with the basic game. A scenario can include additional scripts with a red arrow. A scenario offers a shorter, however, still challenging gameplay. It stimulates an advanced or final stage of the game. So it kind of goes through what those are. Okay, cool. Back to the game. So we'll go back here. We'll clear that. All right. So, Endless Night. This war changed everything. It even changed day and night. Over the past week, the intense shelling and raging fires have blackened the skies with smoke and dust. Oh my gosh. Hey, what? How did that work out? We barely see the sun anymore. It's so hard to tell the difference between day and night that we learn to differentiate between shades of gray. This change freed us from the threat posed by snipers, but it also opened the streets to looters. Will the sun return when the war ends? So setup changes. There are no shelters, so we're not playing with that anyway. And there are no objectives, so we take the objectives out of the game. So remove them from the game. The night raids and the residence cards contain all of their cards. Do not remove any cards with a red corner. Yikes, those are the tough ones. And then it says construct the events deck, which is this. So we have ending events and event. So it says shuffle the 3 ending events. This will be the bottom of the deck. Oh boy. You're supposed to just pick one of those, but no, it says shuffle the 3. It doesn't say pick one, it just says shuffle the 3, and this will be the bottom of the deck. Okay. Randomly draw, so let's shuffle this up. Randomly draw 3 event cards and stack them on top of the deck. So we'll shuffle these up. Yes, enjoy my terrible shuffling. Enjoy it. And 1, 2, 3. So 6 rounds. That's what that is. Okay. Those away. We start off with 2 cold tokens. Draw 2 characters. Let's see. So I'm only playing with 2 characters. The first red bordered and the first black bordered characters place. Okay. We'll put this on here because this is where there will be. So the first red and the first black characters is what we're going for. So Anton is our first black character. And nope. And Pavel is our first red character. Well, so Anton and Pavel. That is Anton. He's a professor of mathematics. If there's at least 1 book in the storage, lower Anton's misery by 1. If he is miserable, raise his fatigue by 1. If Anton is hungry, level 2 or 3, raise his illness by 1, and if Anton's wounded, raise his wounds by 1. He has 0 prowess, 7 empathy, and can hold 3. Then we have Pavel. Pavel, 1 prowess, 6 empathy, and prowess, I believe, is rerolls. Fleet of foot. When Pavel's in the group fleeing from combat, reduce the number of backstab wounds by 2. So he's quick. Spirit, no effect. If Pablo is wounded, level 2 or 3, raise his misery by 1. If there is a guitar in the storage, lower one chosen character's misery by 1, and he can hold 4 in his. So that's the 2. They're both going to get 1 hunger. So all 3 actions and 2 misery. Okay. So. Alright, so we got them. They all still have all 3 of their actions, which is great. Then we get starting fittings, which are these ones. Choose 5 starting fittings, the ones with the green corner, and 2 advanced fittings, and place them on any empty space on the board. Sweet! Okay, so let's see, what do we want? I know we want a workshop, because I am building board ups. So we'll put the workshop not behind the closed door. I'll put the workshop here. 5 of them, huh? We'll get a bed. Put the bed here. We'll get a simple heater. Here. And we do a deadfall trap to get some food. But I would need. You can try that. We'll put that here by the rubble, not the furniture. That's 4, and we get 1 more. Scavenging always gives us water, so building a rainwater collector. An herb garden, no. It'd give us some healing herbs. Some herb. But I need alcohol for it to work. So I think I might go with that. The crude stove lets us prepare a meal, but you have to spend food to get food. The metal workshop can give us some weapons, like a hatchet, a knife, a saw blade. I could probably build that. Radio can lower misery for sure. So radio might be good. I'd probably say, like, if I need alcohol for anything. I'm between the moonshine still and this, but I think I'm gonna go with the radio. And we'll put the radio here. No, we'll put it up here. This rubble is. That's 5. Then, and 2 advanced fittings, ones with the orange corners. Reinforced door is the way to go. Reinforced door is happening. So, reinforced door, place in the guard space, requires 3 board ups already in place to do it. So, I can't flip it yet, but that is a fitting. Actually, it didn't say anything about not being able to do it. It just said the advanced fittings must be played next to their prerequisite basic fittings, if any, according to description on their backs. So it would be there. And I think we'll go with the vegetable garden. Yeah, I'm thinking the vegetable garden for the other one. Place next to the herb garden, so we don't have an herb garden, can't do it. No crude stove, no still. We have a simple heater. We have a deadfall trap. That could be another bed. We don't have a herb garden. We have a chair, and we do have a. Oh, we don't have a metal workshop. Okay, so out of those, hey, what's going on, Thomas? Pull up a chair. We could build a chair. I'm not gonna build a bed. But we can improve the deadfall trap that says from now on the deadfall trap receives a +3 bonus to the black die rolls. That's almost guaranteed food. The heater says from now on the simple heater uses 1 wood and or a book instead of 2. Ooh. That might help. So since I get 2, like those 2 seem to be the thing to do, but they need to be placed next to each other. So let's do some rearranging. So the efficiency heater here, workshop here, the deadfall traps here, and the bed. It says on an empty space, right? An empty shelter space. So I don't want to deal with bars. Let's put it there. Yay. It didn't say which. So there we go. That's our setup. If it gets a +3 bonus to the black die roll, huh. I need to put hens or raw food to be able to make that work, but I should be able to get some raw food from it. Board ups are the things I care about. Then we fill the rest. Okay. So, heap. Boom. Furniture. Bam. Closed door. Furniture. Heap. Closed door. Rubble. Rubble, rubble. Bars. Nope. Closed door. Heap. Rubble. Furniture. Rubble. Furniture. Rubble. And I think that's all of them. Yep. I'm trying to find a card game to add to my games. I'm trying to flesh out my game collection. What type what type of, like, are you looking for adventure? Is it, we could probably get some suggestions, but what do you have in mind so far? Let's see. Then we go starting stuff. Place these on the storage space. 2 water. 10 wood. Woohoo. 5, 10. 10 components. 5, 10. 2 knives. And any other tokens worth 10 or less. Well, we need chems for the trap, right? Chems is 1 and 1, 2. Oh, I didn't give us any food. Foods are worth 10. Veggies are worth 5. Oh, game, you are cruel. So they didn't start you off with any food, which would raise hunger if I don't eat something. The deadfall trap could get me food. I just need the chems. So I think I might be okay with it. I might be okay with not grabbing veggies to start. They could just suffer 1 level of hunger. Be alright. So 2 chems should get me what I want for the deadfall trap. Board ups. I need components and 4 wood, which would be in to place a board up. So I could get 2 board ups up this round, and then we could go out into getting some food. How much is a lock? A lockpick is 5 to get through those doors. There's 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna get a book. 8. You need a guitar. How much are the guitars? Oh, the guitar is a broken guitar is a 3. A working guitar is a saw blade is a 5. So we have 5, 6, 7, 8. And we get herbs, 9, and another chems for more food for 10. So that's a 10. Player count, time, weight. Yeah, you need to narrow that down a bit. Yeah, yeah, and then we could probably help with some if you let us know like what you're looking for precisely. Pavel is this guy. So this is Pavel. And Anton. Anton's got a face mask on. Hands in his pocket. Get on Anton. Where are you, Anton? There you go. And if you're wondering what inserter I'm using, I linked that in the description below. And this is okay. All right. So we got the setup going. Scenario objective: at least one character from the starting group must survive until the end of the game with hunger, misery, wounds, illness levels at 2 or less. Changes in the rules. This is where it's going to suck. Endless night. Both the scavenging phase and the night raids phase occur twice a day in the following order. Go out for scavenging, night raid, return to the shelters with findings. Go out for scavenging, night raid, return to the shelter with findings. You may choose to send other characters from the second scavenging, choosing them from among those that are not asleep. For example, those on the guard space. When characters die, we read here. If someone leaves the group, we read here. And if we win, we read that. And we're ready to play. Right now, it has to be able to be played solo. The core game has to be solid on its own, that no expansions are needed. Gloom and kill forth. And it has to be readily available, and it has to be a reasonable price. After Reign of Cthulhu and Pandemic Iberia, I'm not ready to spend another year trying to get a game for a reasonable price. Gloom and kill forth. You could also play card-based. Set a Watch is a good solo one that you can play. That's a good one. For a reasonable price. There's a really cool series of games, Thomas, called Aventuria. A YouTube member, he passed away, Jim Benny. He got us involved in it. But he was an awesome gentleman. But he got me into Aventuria, and that's a fun card-based game that is a decent price that you could find. So Aventuria's there, Gloom and Killforth, One Deck Dungeon, Set a Watch. Trying to think what else would be Veil Wraith. I'm just digging into a series that's called Untold Legends, or Legends Untold. Sorry, Legends Untold. That it's a solo game. I don't know if it's good yet. Haven't played it, but that's an option. Legends of Novus is an option that you could get on Amazon. It's readily available. You don't have to dig around for it. Solar Storm is another one that's really good. Arkham Horror is a great solo experience, but you will invest a lot of money in it, not because the game is expensive, it's because there's a lot of content for it, but you can get the base game, especially the newly released base game, and you can play Night of the Zealot. That's a three scenario story that you can play. There's also, well, you said card based. There's also and you played Iberia and all that other stuff. There is Heroes of Terranoth, which is readily available. That's card based game. I plan to play that. And then you know what you can get if you don't mind it being bored. Arkham Horror Third Edition. It's good. It's a good game. It's not fully card based, but it's readily available. Um, I can go on and on. There's tons of soloable games out there that you can play for sure. Aeon Zen, perfect Yogi. Aeon Zen is a good series to get into. Base game. If you start off with, well, if your base game starting off is New Age, then you're fine, right? And you can, if you want more, you can build more. There's Role Player, right? Role Player is great. I think if you play Role Player, it'll be fantastic. And I know you were saying no expansions, but the thing that, like, you'll play Role Player, you'll be like, all right, that's cool. I wish I could fight monsters, and then you'll buy monsters and minions and never look back. So that is one that you can do. There's a lot. There's a lot out there for you to pick. All right, so where were we? We're playing this game. That's what we're doing. We're playing this game. Everybody starts off on the guards. Okay, and I'm supposed to give them colors so you could distinguish. Sure. We will go green for you and orange for you. So let me get colors so we can distinguish who people are. Okay. Let's do it. Morning phase event. Draw and resolve the top card of the events deck. Got it. Add one cold space. See through. Reality impact. Something unexpected has happened. Draw a card from the colors deck to determine the color of the script. Then reveal the top card of the event deck and check the number with that color on it. Afterwards, shuffle the event card into the appropriate chapter of the events deck. Find the number in the book. After you resolve this, remove it from the game. The color we pulled is anything but red. So we got black. Color's black. And something's happened. It says, shuffle this card into the colors deck. The black reality impacts often depict blind and merciless fate. Oh, God. Okay, so draw this and pick a number. 944. 944, and then we'll shuffle these back. So let's go to 944. It starts with a cough. Oh, damn it. It starts with a cough and a fever, then a rash appears all over the body. After this, the person's condition worsens dramatically. This invisible enemy started reaping a deadly harvest among the inhabitants of the city several days ago, but the authorities had only now begun to fear an epidemic. Soldiers are separating the sick from the healthy by force. Signs are placed on people's doors informing everyone of a quarantine. Are you kidding me? Even the slightest suspicion that you are sick results in temporary prohibition against leaving the house, and under the pain of death. Suddenly, we are allowed to knock at the door. They've come to us. If any character has any illness token, a sign appears on your door as well. Write leaving prohibited 944 on a blank token and place it on the finding pile. Nobody has it. Woo! Leaving prohibitive. From now on, every time more than one character goes scavenging, roll the black die. As a result of 1 to 3, read that. A result of 4 to 8, nothing happens. Remove it. Meanwhile, back to game. Cool. We don't have it. We ain't got to deal with that foolishness. Yeah. Yogi, Arkham Horror is great, but it's gonna cost you. So if you don't want, so we did that. That was good. Okay, so we draw and resolve the event. There's 3 cold on there. Then we go to the day phase. A new day begins. Outside is an outgoing conflict and sniper bullets for us. We cannot leave the safety of our shelter, but there are improvements to be made. We should make this place feel more like home. We can use beds, a stove, or even a radio, but first, we'll need to clear some space. Hopefully we might find something useful in here. Each character may perform up to 3 actions depending on how much is here. So we have all 3. Yay. If we don't, we're kind of screwed. So let's see what we're going to do. Well, one person is going to place board ups. That's what one person's going to do. The next person is going to set the trap. So that's the first action that they're going to do, right? So it says only one character can be placed on fitting shelter at a time at the beginning of each action stage, first, second, and third, assign all. So first, we built the board up, which costs us 1 component and 4 wood. So 1 wood, 4. 1 component, 4 wood. Yep. So that is our first board up. We will put this board up here. Then put him back on the guard space. You're going to use a chem, which will result in... I'll just put it on here and say that's... I forgot what the icon card thing was that I used to say that that's... Anyway, I'll put that on there. So we placed our board up, the chem's on there, you're back. Alright, so next action, you're going to place another board up. And you are going to... You're going to use the efficiency heater. So my second board up costs 4 wood, 1 component. Place my second board up. You will go here. Now I'll end your turn. You will spend 1 wood to reduce the cold by 1. And then third action, I can't place any more board ups because I'm out of wood. I can make some mechanical parts or electrical parts. I think I'm going to reduce... You are going to go back and you're going to reduce another... wait, what's your... If there is at least 1 book in storage, which there is, lower his misery when that happens. Okay, cool. That's good. So you're going to place that, and you are going to search the furniture. So spend this wood. Move coal token. Keep it warm in here, people. Keep it warm. You will search the furniture. You find 1 raw food, 1 wood, 2 mechanical, and 2 electrical. And remove this from the game. Okay. We're doing pretty good. We cleared another space. Cool, 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 cool. Okay, so that was all 3 of our actions. Alright, so what's next? After each action stage, we go to dusk. Each character should drink 1 water. Ooh. Hunger. Each character should eat 1 or more food discarded from the storage. If no food, raise hunger by 1. Okay. There's no... Oh, wait. There's 1 food. There's a raw food. So 1 person will be good. Pavel's going to go out scavenging. Let him take it. Okay. Scared of Anton going anywhere. Evening. Before nightfall, we must decide who will stay in the shelter. So here we go. He's on guard duty, which means he will get T1. And scavenging will get a fatigue one. And here we go. So the phases are scavenging, night raid, return, scavenging, night raid, return. Okay. So scavenging, choose a location. So let's get our locations set up. We're doing far, distant, and close. So let's see what options we have to pick. All right, where are we going? Where are we going? We are going far to an old town. The derelict squat is distant, and the closest thing is a construction site. Okay. Well, Pavel is gonna go. He's gonna take the knife with him, and he's gonna go. He's gonna go to construction site. He will have the knife with him on guard detail on the reinforced door. Okay. All right. Set the noise token, choose our equipment, prepare the unknown exploration deck. We're going to shuffle this up, and we're going to take 14 cards out on this. Hey, Jason, what's going on? Pull up a chair. All right, so let's see how we're going to try not to die. So what do we got? 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we got 14 unknown cards right here. So we got 14 unknown cards. Now resolve these cards one after another after each resolve effect. After each resolve card passes to the next player. Ugh. Yeah. And then we choose findings. Alright, so we're doing the first one. Private. You may ignore this card or search the furniture. Return 2 exploration cards or raise the noise level by 1 and roll for noise. If we roll for noise, we need to deal with a residence card to see what we find. But right now, noise is at 1, which is here. But I could discard 2. I'm going to discard 2 because we're going to be doing 2 night phases. So we'll discard 2. Put them back on the deck. Or raise the noise to resolve 1 card from the findings. And this is the furniture. So we'll shuffle up the findings deck. And we shuffle for shenanigans. Ain't no foolishness. No tomfoolery here. Okay. What are we dealing with? What do we find in the furniture? Reality impact. Fabulous. I just wanted to search the furniture. I don't want a reality impact. Damn it. Green. So it's a green reality impact. It says, draw a card from the colors deck to determine the color of one script, then check the number with that color on the rare findings chart. On the current location. Rare findings. So it's green 381. Most of the equipment found here takes knowledge to use, fuel to run, or is too heavy for us to move. Finally, we have enough, and kick the jackhammer next to us. The jackhammer falls to the ground with a thud. A sploosh comes from inside its yellow tank. Is it fuel? We could clear our we could clear our shelter in a single day with this kind of gear. The only thing is that it'd take a lot of time and energy to carry it back with us. Right, jackhammer 381 II on a blank token and place it on the findings pile. Treat it as a gray token with a value of 10 and a weight of 6. If you don't manage to take it to the shelter with you, you can hide it, leave the token on the findings pile. If you wish to find and bring it back with while scavenging, roll the black die. A result of 1 to 3, somebody beat us to it, remove the token. A 4 to 5, the jackhammer is still there and you can take it with you. You may cross out one line from the jackhammer token in the day action phase. Use one action of any character present to automatically remove any 2 shelter cards. Bars, rubble, closed doors. You still receive tokens for removing them described on the back of the bars and the closed doors. When you cross out the second line, remove this token and add 3 mechanical parts and 2 components. You may cross out the lines without performing any action to disassemble the jackhammer. Interesting. Okay. So we have on the blank token. We will write jackhammer 381 I. So it's got 2 uses. That's on the finding. Okay. What happened? The other option is to live vicariously through Canje. Unfortunately, it doesn't work for me, and I end up buying more games. Hey, happy Easter, Mike. Happy Easter. Hey. Zeruia looks a lot different than it did when you unboxed it. I'm actually going to talk about Zeruia. Remind me, Mike, to talk about Zeruia after this. Anyway, remind me. Okay, so that was the first one. Awesome. And then it says afterwards, place this card under the current location card. When this location card is removed from the game, shuffle this back into the findings deck. Okay, so I'll just put it over here. Next card. I think I saw something. Return as many exploration cards as you wish and roll the black die. Add the number returned exploration cards to the result. Result 1 to 5. Draw and resolve a resonance card. Oh. So I could get into a fight and die, or I could find a shop. So basically, if I have to roll a 5 to 10 as it is right now, but I could return exploration cards to add to that number. So if I return 5, I would just automatically succeed. I think I'll return 2, which means, so I'll return 2 of them to add 2 to whatever this is. God. 8, 10. I'm good. I didn't need to do any. Okay, next up. Closed door. There is no closed doors there, so it says if there is no closed doors, discard this card and draw a new card from exploration. Rubble. There is rubble there. Okay, so dig through requires a shovel. After digging through, add 5 of the exploration. Add 5 cards from the exploration deck to the unknown deck. I can't dig through any of this, so this will go in the exploration slot because I have no shovel. Next. Stairs down. Look for another way. Return 3 or enter. Raise noise by 3 and roll for noise. This game's trying to kill me. Trying to kill me. How much do I have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll do 3. I'll return 3. Next. Another reality impact. Come on! Come on, game. I'm going to die. So it says draw a card from the colors deck. Another green. And then draw a card from the exploration deck and check the number for green. 731. 7:31. We can hear footsteps. We stop in total silence and wait tensely. The footsteps recede. We give a sigh of relief, then move along. We pass by other people like ghosts. Sometimes we notice other people only if our clothes brush against each other in a narrow passageway. Maybe it's indifference, maybe fear of danger, or of getting to know that person, remembering their face. It's easier to step over a corpse of someone you never knew. It's brutal, man. Okay. So that's a thing that happened. I'll find that number. Okay, so then that goes there. What's next? Bars. We don't have a saw blade. Can't do it. Oh, wait. Bars isn't on here. Oh, yes, it is. Bars is on there. And then finally, basement. This doesn't have basement. Door. Peek through the keyhole or enter. Raise noise by 1 and roll for noise. Let's do it. A 3. We did it. Equal to or more. So raise the noise by 1 or roll for raise the noise by 1 or roll for noise. Oh, I did both. So that's it. We're done. That's all we got. So we get, let's see. Once you finish the exploration, shuffle our exploration and resonance cards back into their deck. Which we will. Choose findings. Once you finish the exploration, shuffle all exploration and resonance cards back into the deck. At this moment, you may add as many resources, wood, components, and water to the findings as you wish. So I found a jackhammer and water and my knife. Okay. You may bring back a total weight of token resources, including the equipment and weapons you brought with you, equal to the total inventory of all characters. Well, Pavel is 4, so I get my knife, my jackhammer, and that. And let me just recheck the jackhammer. It's this 381, right? Did it say it's 2 or is it 1? On a blank token and place it on the findings pile. Treat it as a gray token with a value of 10 and a weight of 6. Oh. A weight of 6. Jeez, I can't pick that thing up. Because it says the weight of heavy tokens is shown in that little pounds thing. If a token does not have one, its icon weight is 0. Each one resource, water, wood components, weighs 1. Everything you cannot carry and have has been left aligned and discarded. So I can't take the jackhammer. It's a 6. I only have a 4, so I can't carry it with me. So I'll do that, and I'll grab 1 wood for 4. Okay, so that's what I'm bringing back with me. Now let's leave this over here for now. So it says, characters with their findings will make their way back to the shelter in the dawn phase. Okay, so we leave it here for right now. So then it says we're doing the night raid. Choose weapons. I chose the knife. Yeah, no worries, Mike. Thanks for sitting with me at the table and having some fun with me as well. I appreciate it. So meanwhile, in the shelter, someone came in the night to steal our belongings. Night raid. Choose weapons for the guards. I got the knife. And then we're going to draw and resolve the top card of the night raids deck. Here we go. Reality impact. Stop it! Dang it! Shuffle this up. Okay. Black. So it says, draw a card from the color of the script, then reveal the top card of the night raid deck and check the number on it. 823. Right? Oops. Hit that. 823. Yep, 820. One group shambled past our shelter. The only thing they left behind was a nauseating smell of the alcohol they'd been drinking. But just before dawn, about a dozen thugs arrived. It was clear that they were deserters. If you have a reinforced door, or there is only one character in the shelter, do 153. We don't have a reinforced door, and there is more than one character in the shelter. So I do have a reinforced door right there. Thuds and cursing were heard over the next hour. In the end, though, they gave up. Muhaha. Right. That is right, sir. Okay, so we draw and resolve the top card of the night, and then we don't need to do anything because that's not a problem. When with each passing night, the situation is getting more grim, so a crime wave could happen during setup. Night raging residents with a red corner happen, but we don't have to worry about that. But we don't get to dawn yet. So Endless Night says return to the shelter with findings. And then what happens to this? Find the number. Afterwards, shuffle this card back into the night deck. Okay. So then we're going out scavenging again. So it will be... This time, I think I'll go to... I need meds, and I don't see any that's happening out there. I got a lot of chems, but I need meds. Oh, meds is at the derelict, so I'll go to the derelict squad. This time I only get 12 cards instead of 14. So we will shuffle these up. It's going to be a good time. So we'll go back to the scavenging phase. We're going to the derelict squat, taking my life with me. We will reset the noise marker to 1. And we're going to do this thing again. Okay. Here. 1, 2, 3. Just shuffle up, shuffle up. 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12. Let's give it a really good shuffle. All right, let's see what we're doing here. I think I saw something. Return as many exploration. Oh, this is that foolishness. I'll return 2. And let's see what happens. 10. Didn't need to do anything. Door. Peek through the door or enter. Raise the noise or roll for noise. We're going to roll for noise. Two. I have a 1. I'm fine. I knew it was going to do that. I was going to be okay. Hideout. You may ignore this card or return as many exploration cards as you wish and lower the noise by the same amount. Ignore them at the lowest. Door. Roll for noise. 3. I'm fine. So I'm not really finding much. Search the pantry. Return 2 explorations or roll the or raise the noise by 1, then roll for noise to resolve this. I'll return 2. And let's shuffle the findings. And hope to goodness there's a pantry. And I'll draw another reality impact. Thank you. Okay, so what do we find? We find moonshine, some hooch, we found some coffee, and 2 cigarettes in the pantry. Then roll the black die for the special findings and see the current location. 5. What did I find? Nothing. Sweet. Okay. And add the tokens. So afterwards, shuffle this card back into the findings pile. Okay. All right, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. What's next? Let's see. What's this? If there is no open space, there is not. Draw another card. Oh, come on. Radiant impact stresses me out. Check the number with that color on the exploration chart on the location site. Okay, so what are we dealing with? Black. 275. It always seems to be dark in here. Even before the war, the walls and floor were so dirty that it was hard to tell what color they were originally, and it's even harder now. The coughing residents look at newcomers only when they pose a potential threat or when they come too close. Passing an old man in a tattered suit, we could smell something that doesn't belong in here. It's the smell of a very particular perfume, a scent that every gentleman wanted to wear before the war. Grandpa must have stolen it from somebody and wants to spend his last days pretending to be a normal life. Back to the game. We watch the man closely, return one exploration, and see what happens. We're going to watch him closely. I'm going to put one back. I want to see where this goes. I'm going to die. Ooh. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Okay. After a while, the features and posture of the elderly gentleman start to look familiar. We recognize his brow and flat nose. This man was one of the leading politicians in our city. He was famous for wearing a different suit to every public appearance, always with a matching handkerchief in his suit jacket breast pocket. At the start of the conflict, he tried to calm people in his speeches and interviews, telling everyone to stay in their homes and patiently wait for the results of the negotiations. He always stressed the necessity to solve racial and national issues at any cost. He was always supporting decisive solutions. He was always willing to pay the highest price. Many were willing to listen to people like him, decisive, uncompromising, confident. A gentleman who didn't manage to escape in time and had to seek shelter among the homeless and the dying. Hey everyone, do you know who this is? Do you remember him? Do you remember when he told us to stay inside and not be quiet of the war? Yes, it's him, our councilman, Mr. Big Politician, whose friends created this hell. Oh my gosh. Spit on him and walk away. No punishment a human can mete out is enough for the likes of him. So it's either, ooh, I would have to do an empathy check. I'm just gonna spit on him and walk away. I know this would be an empathy check. I'm out. I'd be like, you're a jerk. That's a horrible thing to spit on anybody anyway. But I do that and walk away. Next. Search the heap. You may ignore this card or search the heap. Return 2 exploration cards and raise noise by 1, or raise the noise by 1 and roll for noise. 7, solid. To draw from the findings and resolve the heap chart. This is a better search than last time. Way better search last time. Right, what do we got? The heap. In the heap, we have an electrical part, a filter, a weapon part, and the black die. 9. We find another weapon part. Cool. All right, what are we taking back with us? Well, I need 2 water. Oh no, I already have 2 water. I'm good. So knife. We'll take the coffee. That doesn't weigh anything. The cigarettes don't weigh anything. We might take some hooch. So I got 2 more things I could take. I'll take a weapon part and an electrical part. Oh, wait. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. That's. And not those. That's what I'm bringing back. Next up, the night raid. Meanwhile, back at our hovel, Reality impact. Oh my gosh. Okay. This game's just gonna keep doing that to me. Black again. What do I need to do for this one? Draw a card from the colors deck, then reveal the top card of the night raid and see what it is. 4-15. Y'all see me shuffling this, so there's no shenanigans. Shots and screams spread across the street like a pandemic. The solutions are entering the soldiers' solutions. The soldiers are entering houses and dragging out anyone they manage to grab. Those who get taken outside are made to kneel with their hands in the air. Then they are moved in the middle of the street and made to stand in a row. We are among them. They make us sound off, then empty our pockets. We now know our numbers. The soldiers reload their weapons. Now is the time of vengeance. For real or imagined offenses. Those who have been punished don't care anymore. Assign any numbers. Oh no. Assign any number from 1 to 10 to each character who is in the shelter. Then roll the black die as many times as there are characters present. A result equal to an assigned number means that the character was shot, removed from the game. 1. 1. So I just 1. I rolled a 7. Woo! That is not a 1. That is a 7. So it said the result equal to the assigned number means the character was shot and removed. Alright. He didn't die. Okay. He did not die. And then return to the game. Jeez. Find the number of this, afterwards shuffle it back into the night deck. Okay. So then, dawn, we return with all of our spoils to whatever this crap is. Knife goes back. Assign meds and bandages. None to really assign. Draw a fate card. So draw and resolve 1 fate card. Ignore the bottom part marked with a die. The fate tells you to exchange the location. Do that. So shuffle up the fate. That was a horrible nighttime. So raise the wounds of all wounded unbandaged characters by 1. Nobody's wounded. Lower the illness of all characters who took meds by 1. Discard meds taken. If cold tokens minus board ups, so 1, 2, so it's negative, yeah, is 4 or more, raise the illness of all characters by 1. Exchange the nearest small location. Exchange the nearest small location. If there are none, exchange the nearest medium. Medium, small. This one's gone. This pushes down. That comes up as the quiet house. Okay. Resolve weight tokens, which is this. Weight. That's what they are. Weight. Weight. These are the weight. So the weight tokens, this weight token was on there, so let's resolve that. Roll a die. 6 plus 3, 9. We get 2 raw food. Hey, hey, hey. Get rid of the chems. Resolve Spirit A on all character cards. If there's at least 1 book in storage, lower Anton's misery by 1. There is 1 book in storage. If he is miserable, so he has misery, lowered by 1. And raise his. Wait, if there's 1 book in storage, lower Anton's misery by 1 if he is miserable. And raise his fatigue by 1. Oh boy. So he's got the sleep. Alright, so, and no effect for Pavel. Afterwards, shuffle this card back into the fate. Okay. Then draw 2 narrative action cards and choose 1. Alright. Cool, 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 cool. This has been okay so far. It hasn't been horrible. It's been okay. There's chems here. Which chems are for the traps? Okay. Boop. Close call. Play during any combat. Ignore all wounds from a single combat die roll, or play during the night phase, ignoring all wounds from one raid. And Handyman. Play at any time. Automatically exchange a broken item for its fully functional equivalent. I don't have any broken items, but that might. I'm gonna keep close call. And that's gonna be the card I keep. The other one's discarded, right? Nope, shuffled back. And shuffle the other back into its deck. Okay. Alcohol may be used before or after resolving a fate. Moonshine, raise one character's fatigue. Raise one chosen character's fatigue by 2 and lower their misery. Okay, so start a new day, back at the morning phase. So we're gonna draw our next event. Add 4 cold tokens. Jeez. Okay. Place this card on the night relatively peaceful. Place this card on the night raid's deck. If there is at least one board up token in the shelter, skip this night phase. Okay, but it gets really cold. Okay, so that's that. Next up is the day actions. Well, as an action, I'm gonna tell Anton to go to sleep, take a nap. And I am actually going to. I don't have enough for board up, but I do have 2 actions this round. So first off, I'm going to burn a piece of wood to remove 1 cold token. Resolve that. Okay. So that ends that. Okay. So it says lower the fatigue of the character's place here by 2. So your fatigue's gone. So that was your only action. You're done. You don't get you don't get it full back. He was at fatigue 2, which means he only had 1 action, but he rested. Got it pulled off. You have 1 more action. I have enough for a board up, but we need to worry about food. We're gonna place a chem here with a wait token for that for your second. That's the day action. See how quickly those things go by. Dusk. Drink water. 1, 2. Eat food. Anton's gonna eat, which means his hunger is gone. Reduce it by 2. And so will him. No hunger. Hunger is gone. We're just miserable. And tired. Miserable and tired. So we know that the first night phase for scavenging is not going to be anything. We're going to skip that night raid. But the second one could be bad. So let's see what we're going to do. We're probably going to let... Pavel's gonna go out again. And Anton's gonna stick around. Pavel's gonna go to the old town. And he's gonna take a knife. You're gonna have a knife. All right. Let it begin. So he's gonna get 12. Set this to 1. gain strength, guard the door, and who will venture into the ruined city. Okay. Won't get sick because we've got 2 board ups. So that means that that cold number is still 2, but we got to keep it managed. I know, Jason, I know. 1, 2, 3. Things are going way too smooth. I'm terrified. One, 2, 3. That's 6. One, 2, 3, 9. I'm scared. This game has never gone like this, so something's up. 1, 2, 3. That's 12. All right, so here we go. Oh, wait. Before I do that, this card says I can return 3 exploration cards to socialize with people. See 689. I think actually I'm gonna do that. We need more people at the shelter. So 1, 2, 3. So I'm gonna return 3 exploration cards to socialize with people because I'm a sociable person. You go to 689. This could end badly. The old town appears as one of the few islands of normality in the sea of madness. But the appearance from afar is a deception. Up close, you see people selling treasured heirlooms side by side with looters offloading their stolen goods. Some of it is pure trash. Still, trade as it is reminds us the survivors of the pre-war days when the market square pulsed with trade in less illicit wares. Decide how you want to spend your time. We'll listen to some gossip. Let's check if we can get something from the gifts for victims of the war. Let's look for medical help. Maybe there's a doctor somewhere. We should hire some help to transport things to our shelter. Maybe someone looking to hire some help. If you want to return another 3 exploration cards and choose again, but you cannot choose the same option twice during one night. Hmm. So many options, right? So we'll listen to some gossip. We'll listen to some gossip. Let's check if we can get something from the gifts for victims of the war. Let's look for medical help. We don't need a doctor. We should hire some help to transport things to our shelter. That could be bad. Maybe someone's looking to hire some help. I'm oscillating between these two. So it could be maybe someone's looking to hire some help. Or we should hire some help to transport things to our shelter. But what if they turn against us? What if they want to stay? I need an extra hand. I need one more person. Let's go to maybe someone's looking to hire some help. There's always work to be found here. Sometimes it's shifting rubble to clear a house or moving crates for foreign guests. We take any jobs we're strong enough to do. Add to the findings pile any tokens with a combined value of 3 for each character present. Okay. 3, huh? Veggies are 5. The game's cruel. Cruel! I get a shovel is 6, a saw blade's 5, a lockpick is 5, a weapon is 16. How much weapon parts until I can make a weapon? I don't know. I'm gonna grab him. herbs because they don't cost anything to carry in terms of weight. Okay, back to the game. Yeah. I know, I was hoping I'd make a friend too, it didn't work. Alright, so I could do it again, but nah, let's see what we got. Search the pantry. Return 2. I don't mind returning 2. And we can search the pantry and find me. Please have food. Please have food. Please, 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 please have food. Come on. No reality impact. No reality impact. Okay. What do we got? We got some hooch. Moonshine. All alcohol, alcohol. Okay. Vegetables. Vegetables are good. And sugar, azuka. There's an azukar. And then we roll. 2. 2. We find nothing. Okay. This is open space. That's not there. Someone's here. Raise the noise by 3. Oh, no. Stairs down. Look for another way. Return 3 or raise the noise by 3 and roll for noise. So guarantee I have to deal with a resident. 3. Because I got to come back out anyway. And then... you may ignore this card or return 2 exploration. I can't do any. Or I ignore the card. We're done. Okay. Then we decide what we're going to keep, what we're going to bring back. So 1, 2, 3, and then all that stuff. But we also need water. So we got to leave something behind. I'm going to leave behind the sugar. And that ends that. Then the night phase. It says if there is at least 1 board up on the shelter, skip this night phase. Ooh-ha. Ooh-ha-ha-ha. At the end of the night raid phase, remove this card from the game. Cool. Then we're back to scavenging. So, then we return with findings. And I gotta get that extra board up. Board up. Now, we back out. And we're going to go... The quiet house has canned food and meds. Let's go to the quiet house. We're going all the way out there. We're gonna go to the quiet house. And this resets back to 1. Pavel's gonna have to sleep in the bed to remove his fatigue. Anton's gonna have to do this heater stuff. Yeah, the heater and the chems. Always, always, always. But I need 1 more person. Really need 1 more person. Alright. Oh, can I grab it? So we're doing 10. One, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. Hey, what's going on, Pontus? Pull up a chair. Welcome, welcome, good sir. Oh, 6, right? 7, 8, 9, and 10. Ooh, here we go. Search furniture. We could return 2. Yeah, I don't mind doing that. See what we find in the filings pile. The furniture has vegetables. Yay. A weapon part. A shell. And big money, no whammies. Oh, you saw that! What is it? What is it? What is it? It landed just like, I think it's a 10. It landed like this. So I'm assuming that's a 10. It landed just like, it didn't land like that or like that. It was like halfway. I'm calling it a 10. What do I get? Canned food. I'm calling it a 10. So that was that. Oops, that goes here. Door. Peek through the door. Return 1 card to look at the next card of the unknown deck. Or enter, raise noise by 1, or roll for noise. We're going to roll for what? It's a 10 for sure. That was so weird. 8, we're good. Okay, next. Climb up. Look for another way, or climb. Roll the gray combat die for each scavenging character. Characters may use their prowess to re-roll a result to determine how many wounds they suffer during the climb. And it's a combat roll, so I could use close call and not suffer any, or just spend 3. We're gonna 1, 2, 3. It's lowering our odds here. Search the heap. We're going to, I don't have 2 to send back, so I'm gonna raise the noise by 1 and roll for noise. So I just need a 2 or higher. 2, baby. I'm good. So then we shuffle this and draw, see what we find in the heat. Found some pretty good stuff so far. The canned food's coming with us. I don't know about the weapon part. Might not take the weapon part. The heap gives us filter, an electrical part. We're out of electrical part. No, we're not. Got one. Filter, an electrical part, and another shell. And we roll for that big 10. That's a 7. Vegetables. Holy crap. Okay. Okay. And then last card, search the furniture. Raise the noise by 1 and roll for noise. No! 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 Draw and resolve the first resident card. See, Jason, you cursed me. You cursed me. I rolled a 1. There it is. Curses. Oh, it was so close. So it says, place a noise marker whenever the game tells you roll for noise, roll the black die. If the result is equal to or less than current noise, an encounter is immediately triggered. After resolving the encounter, resume scavenging. You might still meet yourself someone else. Okay. Oh god, I was so. Here we go. Civilians. It turns out that there are miserable-looking people hiding in here, mostly the elderly, women, and children. Place this card on the exploration slot. Whenever you leave this location, whenever you take anything from an exploration card marked as private, that one is not. Right? Wait, where's the one that I? Yeah, it's the furniture, right? Yeah. It's not marked as private. Roll the black die to compare the result with the empathy of each character present. A result equal to or less than a character's empathy raises their misery. You may return 1 exploration card to talk to somebody, but I don't have any more. So this is going on here. And we get to search the furniture, which is not marked private. Is it equal to or lower? If the result is equal to or less than the current noise, encounters are triggered. Sure, sure. So we'll say that's the first one. Here's the second. Oh, oops. Here's the second. Thugs. Determine the number of thugs encountered. Roll the black die. I'm gonna play this card anyway, so I don't care. 4. So 2 of them. I don't care about this. Ignore all wounds from a single combat die roll. Combat begins automatically. You may try to stop the fight, C40, after defeating all enemies, 33. Afterwards, shuffle this card back in. So, okay. I got a knife. Combat. So there's 2 of them coming at me. Combat sheet. The ABC tokens that you have drawn while resolving a resident card represents, because it says 2, and so there's 2 of them, and draw their tokens. Thugs are armed with knife, pistol, or assault rifle. Like I said, I don't care about them. It does not. Hey man, we're playing it fair. But I'm playing my card to not take any wounds anyway, so So it says A, B, C tokens that you have drawn while resolving a resident card. While resolving a resident card represent your enemies. These tokens determine their weapons described on the residence card and prowess number. Place the enemy tokens on the spaces in the column on the chart. We got a A0. A is a knife. And B is a pistol. Okay. So then it says each character can be assigned 1 weapon from the findings pile. I'm doing the knife. The combat is round based. Each round you roll a combat die corresponding to the weapon used for each character and enemy. So one of them has this, the other one has a gun, and that's going to be happening. So let's see. The number of icons shown on a roll die is the amount of wounds dealt. Distribute the wounds dealt by enemies as you choose between characters present in combat. Distribute the wounds dealt by characters as you choose between the enemies. Each round, combatants fight and wound each other simultaneously. Enemy wounds should be marked by sliding it over. Characters should get wound states. Okay? I'll do that now so I don't forget it. Get your follow rule stuff out of here. Alright, so I'm stabbing. Is it each? The number of icons shown on the roll die is the amount of wounds dealt. Distribute the wounds dealt by enemies as you choose between characters. Distribute the wounds dealt by characters as you choose between enemies. So I got 1 stab. Okay. So there's the stab. Or I can run. Because it says, when Pablo's in a group fleeing from combat, reduce the number of backstab wounds by 2. So I stab gun guy. He is wounded. And then he has a pistol, not a shotgun. Alright, pistols, assault rifle, shotgun. Shooters always roll first. Okay. Ignore all wounds from a single combat. So what are the targets? If they manage to kill a non-shooting opponent, the dead opponent does not get the chance to perform their attack. That's me using a weapon. The number of icons rolled showed on the roll dice the amount of wounds dealt. So this would have been 2 wounds from the gun, but I ignore them. and then I hit him for 1, and then the knife guy doesn't hit me at all. So I stab you. There we go. Unlike normal combat during a backstab, only one side attack. In the case of performing a backstab from a hiding place, after a stab is resolved, and many enemies are still alive, regular combat. I think I'm gonna run. I'm gonna escape combat now. So the backstab happens. Before each round of combat, even the first round, you may decide the character instead of continuing the fight happens to flee. Oh my god! Ignore all wounds from one night raid card. That's what... Oh, that's for a night raid card. I think I'm dead. I think that killed me. It says, unlike normal combat... Oh wait, I reduced it by 2, so I just get 1 wound. Unlike normal combat, during a backstab, only one side attacks, only the characters or only the enemies, and the other side cannot retaliate. Resolve the attack roll as if it's normal combat. So he stabs me for 3. I reduce the backstab number by 2, so I take 1. And I'm out. Holy crap. Okay. That was a terrible roll. So I use this card, and it says, after removing from the game. So I use that card to stop myself from getting shot twice, and then I only took 1 wound from these guys. Okay, so that's the end of me. What can I carry? And I have 2 water. And get... Not finding any wood, unfortunately, so we'll take the vegetables, the shells, the canned food, the knife, so that's 2. I got 2 more to carry, which will be these 2. I don't care about these things. Okay. That's what I'm taking back with me. Night phase. Ooh, let's see what happens during the night phase. Night raid. This is after, shuffle it back into the deck. Starving people. We are all just starving people. We ain't got nowhere to go. Starving people. Damage 4. Any 4 tokens, resources starting with green tokens. Wounds 1. Afterwards, remove this card from the game. Let's see what we're dealing with. So, Night Raid. Draw and resolve the top card of the Night Raid. Damage. The amount of stolen tokens, resources that must be discarded from the storage of the weapons. Wounds. The amount of wounds that must be distributed between the characters on the guard space. We've got ground, guard, and weapons. Roll a combat die corresponding to the weapon used for each character on the guard space. Okay, I got a knife. 2. So, yellow combat, knife or hatchet. The number of icons shown on the roll die indicates the amount that you subtract from the suffered damage, token, resources, or wound. Use weapons during the night raid. Okay. Board ups. Every built board up token subtracts either 1 wound or 1 damage. So 3 gets off. So I've got 1, 2, and then 2. So that's 4. That's 4 things that I'm dealing with. Okay, so we can block stuff. So we're down to 2 board ups, knocks off 2. One of them is going to be a wound. So then we pull off 2 here. So there's 1 left of a token or resource. And it says... so they're going to steal something from us. I don't have any prowess to reroll, and I don't want to. Is it from the highest value? The amount stolen, that must be discarded from the storage. The amount. So what's the highest value thing I have? They're all ones. Yeah, they're all ones. So I'll say they stole some hooch. Yep. That's all they got. They got some. Oh, the highest cost. The highest cost thing. That's a 3. The vegetables a 5. The lockpick's a 5. Shoot. They're gonna get the vegetable. Yeah, they'll take the vegetable. They got the vegetable. I ran away, so I don't think I get to search anything. Okay. Alright, I get back. That was the second night. Then we draw fate. Assign meds. I don't have any meds. So my character is probably going to die because I can't find any stinking meds. What are we dealing with? Raise the wounds of all wounded, unbandaged characters by 1. Discard bandages. If cold tokens minus board ups equal 3 or more, so it's 4, 1, 2. So that would be 2. So I'm barely made it. Exchange the nearest location, which would be this one. Nope, that's the nearest location. So that's gone, which means afterwards, place this card when it's removed. Shuffle this back into the findings pile. That's gone. Slide, slippity slide. Large apartment building. Peter came and stole your carrots. Resolve weight tokens, which is this. I get a +3 to whatever this is. 10. Sweet. So I get 2 raw food. And resolve spirit B on all characters. If Anton is hungry, level 2 or 3 raises illness by 1. He is not. If Pavel is wounded, level 2 or 3 raises misery by 1. Cool. Cool. Awesome. Awesome. Afterwards, shuffle this card back into the fate deck. Then we draw a narrative. And you see, I think, Jason, you got me. You were like, hey, nothing bad has happened. And then everything bad happened. In one turn, Pavel's almost dead. And I need to find bandages. So I may be going to trade this round at the civilian shack. I'm probably going to do that to see if I can find some bandages. Fun. Through the sewers. Play at the end of night raid phase. A chosen character on guard duty may bring additional items. Don't care about that. Who's there? Play at the end of any phase. Draw and resolve 2 cards from the visitor deck. Yes, please. Yes, please. Okay. Cool. Then after that, we start a new day, but we start morning with the event. So let's do the event first. Harsh Winter. Place this card permanently in the cold space. At the beginning of each morning phase, place 2 cold spots here. Are you kidding? Okay. We're going to die. So at the beginning of each morning phase, place 2 coal spots here. We're going to die. Awesome. Okay. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let us play this card now. So draw and resolve 2 cards of the visitors and then do that. So visitors, let's shuffle this up. My fault. Alright. First. Whoop. Trader! You may perform a trade, see journal trade section. Trade commission is 2, which I'm probably going to do. And then the next one is an arrival, who is also wounded. Okay, so first let's resolve it in order. Trader. See journal for trade. Trade. Trading is an action available on some location, visitor, resident cards, and scripts. It enables you to exchange your tokens, the ones in the findings pile during scavenging, or one of the storage when a visitor comes to the shelter for different tokens. Any available in the pool of a given script or card. Trade. Before the trade begins, you may pay the trade commission first. Trade commissions 2. It means you must discard tokens of the total value depicted of the trade commission. Of the trade description of a given card script. It represents the profit a trader gains from bartering with you. Then you can exchange the tokens by discarding the tokens of a value equal to or higher than the value of the tokens you want to buy. Each token has a value shown in the yellow icon. Water wooden components cannot be bought or sold and are never part of a trade. Okay, so trade commissions 2. I need meds or bandages. Right? Which is the one that does it? Is it meds or bandages? It's bandages. So bandages are 10. I think I can make this work. I need 2 of them for sure, so I need to find 20. So let's see if I can find 20. Good. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, no. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and then I just need 1 more. Coffee. 22. 2 bandages. Right there. Yep. 2 bandages. That's 22. So I got 2 bandages. Hard. Much hard. When can I apply band? When I come back from the night phase. Okay. So what happens is afterwards, shuffle this back into the visitor deck, and then we get a new arrival, which is a wounded stranger asks for shelter. If you decide to take this person in, draw a card from the unused character deck and add them to your group. Place a level 2 wound and a level 1 hunger token. Add a pistol and 1 ammo to the storage. Then remove this arrival card from the game. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We need a new person. We're able to feed them, and we're able to bandage them. But we need a new person. Who do we got? We got Amira, which is from an expansion. So she once per scavenging phase, she may add 1 vegetable to the finding pile. So she'll help with food. For sure. Amira is usually any quick. Yep, there it is. Yeah. There she is. She joins us. She has a level 2 wound. She has 1 hunger. Okay. That was the event. We're on our action time. So, Anton. Anton. We are going to have to help. Right. On the race cards, right? Oh no, it's removed from the game. Alright. Pavel needs to go to bed. Anton and then Mira can do stuff. Mira can. I need Anton to do 2 things. So Mira, I need you to set the chem strap. For the weight token. Food. And Anton. Let's get this heat down, shall we? We'll do one wood, remove 1 coal token. But your turn's over. She's done. She only had 1 wound, so a little bit hurt. Then Anton gets 1 more action. I can't search anywhere in the stinking house. Look at the top 2 cards of the events deck or the top card of the night raid deck. Roll the blank die on an 8 to 10 lore misery of a character placed here. I think we need to do this one more again. Be honest. Get rid of another cold token. Okay. Alrighty. That is that. That was the day actions. Dusk. We need water. I only have 2. Fortunately. I only have. So somebody is going to have to be hungry or miserable. This for being thirsty. It's going to be Anton. We need to roll a die and see what happens. It's a 9. Misery goes up by 1. Okay. Then we need to eat. You're gonna take this vegetable. You'll eat that. You're gonna eat a vegetable. And you're gonna eat a raw food. Actually, other way around. Vegetable, raw food. Okay, cool. Then the evening phase, let's deal with what we're going to deal with. Amira and Anton and Pavel are going out. My 2 wounded people are going out. And you will guard the door. We have a knife. Oh, and I'm supposed to get a pistol and a shell. Let's go. Actually, we'll do this. Nah, we'll do that. And that. Yeah, I got the pistol. Yeah, I saw. I forgot it. Okay, so that's where we go. And fatigue goes up. So fatigue 2, fatigue 1, and fatigue. All right, we are going to go. Actually, we got the bandages we need. I really should take the canned food with me before I draw this. I really should take the canned food. because I'm at 7 right now. I can't risk it. I'm taking a canned food with me. I can't risk it. I cannot risk it. We're gonna go to the quiet house. I want to talk to some people. And we're gonna take cigarettes with us too. Ooh, should we take the bandages? We're gonna take the bandages too. You ain't stealing that from us. We're gonna bandage ourselves up. So if you take anything, you're taking raw food. Yeah, that's what we're gonna take with us. And we are walking away from this madness. I don't want to fight anybody. I don't want to do nothing. 10. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9. That's 12, sorry. 10, 11, 12. Okay. First up. I hate reality impact. I've been pulling them all freaking game. What do I got? Gray. It says draw a card from the colors deck, then draw a card from the exploration deck and check the gray number. $6.95. A few orphans have hidden in this room, and now they're sitting atop a bedraggled mattress. One of the girls is missing a leg, and the amputation wound is freshly healed. It's a miracle the girl's still alive. The other kids jump up when they see us, but the crippled girl only looks into the distance, resigned to her fate. There's a lot of firewood in here. I'm sure we can use it to make some crutches for the little girl, but that might take some time. Return 3 exploration cards. Damn it! Fine. 1, 2, stinking 3. Stupid being kind crap. The little girl smiles so radiantly that it was hard not to smile back at her. The kids showed us what gifts, which comprised whatever they had with them. Showered us. Bottles, bottle caps, broken toys, and a crust of bread. Their joy turned into some wild dancing, and even the crippled girl with her new crutches stood up, and with a wobble joined in with the others. Roll the black die and compare the result with the empathy of each character. As a result that is equal to or lower empathy. I got a 9, so nope, doesn't go down. And I got a 6, so nope, doesn't go down. But I got prowess. I can re-roll that 9. And I got a 10 instead. Cool. Awesome. Back to game. Helping people didn't help me. Okay, next up. Reality impact. Closed door. Oh, wait, I said I wanted to talk with people, sorry. Return 1 exploration. Is closed door on here? Closed doors aren't on here. Return 1 exploration, roll the black die, discard a lockpick, and the door opens after opening. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'll put that over there. I want to talk with people. I'm not trading Jack. I could trade some cigarettes. Talking would be bad, wouldn't it? Let's go with the next one. Another reality impact. How many reality impacts are in this damn exploration phase? On the exploration chart on the location. Prowess is for, it doesn't matter, but prowess is for, it says prowess during the night raid lets you reroll. Prowess during scavenging. Nope, you're right. Shouldn't be able to reroll. Didn't matter, but I shouldn't be able to reroll. You're right, Bonus. Black. On this location of exploration, it is 182. 182. Roaring engines make the plastic sheets tremble. Through the holes in the roof, we can see the dim lights of a plane flying over. Any roll of combat, yep. Through the holes in the roof, we can see the dim lights of a plane flying over the city. It's our boys! We hear a happy shriek through thick layers of foil covered a hole in the wall. Peeking through the foil and out the balcony, we can see two figures hiding in the shadows. It's only a reconnaissance flight, stupid, a boy says as he hugs a girl half his size. She watches the sky in solemn silence. He's young, you can see the first bits of stubble on his face. I wish these planes would start falling, just like stars that make wishes come true, says the girl naively. They're the ones who are supposed to bring us food rations, says the boy in a broken voice. But why aren't they giving them to us? The boy puts his hands on the child's head. They both have much to learn. We go on without making a sound. Please stop the reality impact, please. Afterwards, place this card under the current location. When the location is removed from the game, get rid of it. Okay. Basement. Is there a basement here? There is. Raise the noise by 3 and roll for noise. I don't know if I want to do that. If there is a basement, you may resolve this card immediately or place it in the slot. I'm going to place it in the slot. I think I saw someone return as many exploration, so I'll do 2 here. Roll the die. 8 minus 2. Result 1 to 5. Draw and resolve. So I had the number, so I got a 10. I'm fine. No. Don't listen. Listen, Pontus. Listen. The resignation is not from you doing rule correction. I gotta play this game right. If I don't play it right, when people watch this, they're like, you're screwing up, you're not playing it right. Give me the corrections to the rules. It's not the resignation. I think it's more, I'm more worried about my characters losing those bandages. That's what the resignation is. Yeah, it's good to do the rules. Don't do that. Don't do the no, I feel like I'm being a bother. You are not. You are not being a bother at all. Tell me what I'm doing wrong so that I can play it right, or else the win doesn't count. Next, stairs up. I'm gonna end exploration here. I'm not going any further. So Sinister Modus is available on MM for those interested. Yeah, I got Sinister Modus. That came in, so I haven't played it yet. I'm gonna give it a little while before I do, though. I want to play Zeruia yet first. Okay, so then we do the night phase stuff. The night raid. I'm done. I am ending my exploration. I am uninterested in continuing in this place. Oh, but I get to pick. I get to add as many. I'm going to put 3 water on here. And let's see what happens in the night raid. 1. Looters! Damage 6. Any 6 token resources starting with the most expensive. That's why I took the bandages. Wounds 2. I got a knife. And he has no prowess. So I got 2 board ups. That's a thing. So I think I'm going to halt the wounds with those 2 board ups. And then any 6 token resources starting with the most expensive. Any 6 tokens resources. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I knew the raw food was going to get taken. I don't mind the lockpick getting taken. I haven't been able to do anything in the house. But afterwards, remove this card from the game. But the 2 board ups stop the wound. Oh, God. Okay, so then these come back. I'm staying with these same things going out anyway. So then we're going to do the scavenging phase again. And we're going to go... I'm actually going to end the scavenging phase super early on this one. I think that's it. Exactly, Jason. Exactly. When you win and you play by the rules and like we're all playing at the table, so Pontus, don't be like, well, I won't say anything because you're playing. No, we're playing this game together. We are playing this game. I'm passing this book to you all. So if you see an error, let me know. I want to know about it. All right. So I don't think I want to do any more on this, to be honest. I'm probably gonna pass the scavenging phase. I have the canned food. I'm gonna get a vegetable, and I am gonna get some food from the deadfall trap. I probably might just grab those three. 3 more water. No, I'm gonna grab some wood too. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I honestly don't want to scavenge. I don't want to scavenge this round. I just want to deal with the night raid and deal with it and be done. First card, basement. There is a basement there, but it doesn't say I could end it. Next. Here we go. Stairs up or end exploration. I'm done. Night raid. Oh, well, first, I will get 1, 2, 3 wood, and I can carry 1 more thing. I have 7. 7 says 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and I'll grab a water just in case. That's the 4. So that's what I'm bringing back. Let's see what the night raid is. I don't want to explore anything. Looters. I got 2 board ups blocking the damage. I got a knife. 3, which knocks it down to 3. All of them are 1. All of them count as 1. So 1, 2. Actually, 1, 2, 3. Everything counts as 1. So take those. I don't care. Cool. And then shuffle this afterwards. Shuffle this back into the night raids. Now we're back, and we're back. So bandages will be applied. Okay, so we did that. We did scavenging. We did the night raid. Dawn, fate card. I get to use my bandages at the fate. On the fate. Yeah, after the night raid, I get to use it. So we're gonna put bandages on you and you. When we come back, assign meds and bandages, then draw the fate. Raise the wounds of all characters, unbandaged characters by 1. Heal the wounds of all characters who have been bandaged by 1. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. And discard the bandages. And we're going to go find some more. If the cold tokens minus board ups equal 3 or more, I'm sure. 1, 2, 3, 4 minus 2 is 2. We're good. Exchange the nearest location. So the old town goes away. And we've got ruined block of flats. Resolve weight tokens. Plus 3. 10, which gives us 2 raw food. And I get a vegetable from her ability. It says, once per scavenging, Emera may add 1 vegetable to the findings pile. So I forgot to add that, but yep, she'll get it. So that's weight tokens, weight token, M. And then resolve spirit B on the character cards. If Anton is hungry, he is not. If Pavel is wounded, level 2 or 3 raises misery by 1. He is not. He's just 1. And if Amira is hungry, lower her hunger by 1. She's not hungry. And then afterwards, shuffle this card back into the fate deck. Then we go to narrative. I would have fully healed someone. They will just get worse if wounded. Well, I don't know if the fully heal, right? Because I'm going to go search. Amira would have died. She would have not been able to do anything, and I need her to do something. I need her to do something this round. So now I've at least got 2 actions per person to do something. Alright. Resourceful. Play when crafting any fitting. Ignore the requirement for one of the resources. Or through the sewers. Get more stuff. Wait, what the hell? What happened there? I only picked up half? I think I might be drunk. Let's try this again. Why did I only pick up half? Does it say pick? I don't know what happened. Here we go. Now, kick the door down. Play during the day phase. You automatically open a closed door, which I want. Or through the sewers. We're going to do kick a door down. Aren't only wood, water, and component resources. So when you lost the 9 most expensive, when you lost the 9 most expensive resources, not other stuff. Okay, I've been Googling. Aren't only wood, water, and component resources? Yes, so I lost components. And remember, I rolled 3 on there. So the last night phase said it was 6 and 2 wounds. The board up blocked the 2 wounds. I rolled a 3 on the die, which knocked it down to 3. And then I just lost the components. So components are resources. And it says they take tokens/resources, starting with the most expensive ones. According to the book, that is... Where is it? There's a thing that says those things are considered 1. Where did I see that? Here it is. Each 1 resource's water wood component weighs 1. Oh, it weighs 1. It's not a resource of 1. Okay. It just weighs 1. So it would have been 1, 2, and 3. These 3, the book would have been gone, and so would the 2 count. It weighs 1. It's not a resource of 1. Yeah, it was token slash... Oh, it was token slash resources. Actually, that would have still worked. But if it just weighs 1 and it's not a... Because it says token slash resources... The amount of token or resources that must be discarded. But it doesn't say that the resources weigh... Like, have a value on. I thought it did. Yeah, no, it's not just resources. It's tokens and resources. This thing says C700. Let's take a look at 700. Now you got me thinking. Yeah, I think it has a value of 0 too. It doesn't expressly state, so let's see. Damage to prime wave. Yeah, it doesn't expressly state. However, I'm gonna treat it as that too, Pontus. That it's. But keep in mind, I haven't played the game. Rules just stick in my brain. No. I think like I don't think it has one, so we would have lost the book and the chem. Okay. All right. But we have kicked down the door, and we started. So now we're on. We're on the morning phase for the event. We've done everything else. Event. Ceasefire! Add 3 cold tokens. We only got 2. And 2 would have gone on there anyway, but we're full up. The long-awaited ceasefire was finally agreed upon, putting an end to the fighting in Pulgarin. Those who managed to survive the war played this day to the end, including the dawn phase, then resolve the epilogue. Oh my god, I think we might live. All right, so first we need to get Anton in a bed. to sleep it off to remove his fatigue. We need to reduce your misery, sir. We need to reduce your misery. How do we do? You can listen to the radio. Play during the day action or during the scavenging, you automatically open a closed door. Let's open this. And we get 1 wood, 1. I need to reduce your misery. You have 1 action that you are going to... First action, we're going to do a board up 2, 3, 4 in 1 component. We'll do our final board up. And you need to lower your... Let's have you search the furniture first. We get a book, 2 books, 2 books, 2 books, 2 components. That's 5, right? 1 wood, which I need a lockpick and jewelry. That's gonna... Okay, that ends that. Put them back. You lose 2. Okay, but you're gonna get them tonight. And then they have 1 action left. I need you to try to lower that fatigue. Building a chair. It's a misery reduction, but we'll see about the rating. Lower the heat. I mean the cold. Okay. Here we go. Not that die. This stuff. 8. I got an 8. 8 to 10. Lower the misery of a character by 1. Oh, shabob. That worked. Okay. All right. Then that's the day action phase. We're able to do it. Water 1, 2, 3. Food. All right. So we've got Anton will eat a vegetable. So he's bottoms out. Raw food. Raw food. So that gets rid of your hunger. Or your fatigue. Sorry, not hunger. Not fatigue, hunger. That gets rid of your hunger. Okay. We got everything we need. Evening time. Canje, have you ever played this War of Mine video game? Yes. Yes, I have. I have. It is hard. It is hard, but I love it. But to me, the board game far exceeds the video game, in my opinion. Like, it far exceeds it. This reality impact. Okay, so, but yes, I have. Okay, so we're taking pistol, knife, canned food, cigarettes, jewelry. We're taking all that with us. And you two are going out, and we're gonna see if we can find some stuff. And you're staying in with the knife at the reinforced door guard post. Okay. So scavenging time, raise fatigue by 1. Okay. I have to go through two phases of this, so I'm probably going to not scavenge the first time, but I'll see what I draw. I'll see what I draw. Only finding residents and people who are going to kill us is the way that I lose this game. And the night phase. I've got 3 board ups this time, and a damn reinforced door. Reinforced door add +2 to prowess of each character on the guard space. So I actually could have re-rolled that die, even though his prowess is 0, it's now 2. Okay. We don't have to eat any food because this is it. One, two. Oh, where are we going? Here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then just 2 more for 14. 1, 2. It is really tense. You have no idea how I'm flipping out right now. I want to just not. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to trade. So I'm going to return 1 exploration to trade C993. I'm looking for meds. 993. So trade commission 0. You may buy any of these tokens. So yellow herbs. Herbal meds. We can do herbal meds. Herbal meds are 6. Oh, we got enough for that. And there's no trading commission on this. So we're doing that. So we're doing that. And we'll return the game. That's what I wanted. That's the only reason. That is the only reason I did this. So 10 for the jewelry and 2 cigarettes make 12. And I'm done. I got the herbal meds. I'm good. I'm done scavenging. The end. Let's go to the night phase. He's OP. Night phase. Starving people. So let's see what we're dealing with. I got a knife. I just need to roll 1 knife. And I got 3 chances. First roll. Got it. Nothing. Reason why, 1, 2, 3 board ups, which takes this 5, 4 tokens and 1 wound, 5. 3 board ups takes it down to 2. And then I roll a 3, nothing. Herbal meds are meds. They are meds. Herbal meds are meds. Oh no, that does illnesses. Sons of guns. No. They did illnesses. Do they have bandages? They do illnesses. Oh no, they don't. They don't have bandages. Dadgummit. Okay. So he survived that. We come back. We're gonna take these herbal meds back with us and see if we can find bandages on our second run. So we'll go to... We need bandages. Dang it. I should have kept going. It's not a fun game, but it's consistently compelling. That is what I really love about that. All the gray area choices where any choices can come back and bite you in the butt later with devastating consequences. How does this hold up against the video game in terms of decision? So let me see if I can grab that one. That was a good question. That was a really good question. So you ask, Thomas asks, how does this hold up against the video game in terms of decisions to make? The video game has you kind of run through, and I love the Black Mage that you have on there for Final Fantasy, by the way, Thomas. The video game has you run through these decisions, but when you're fighting people, it is RNG, but you're actually shooting a gun and doing stuff to try to hit them. and there are people who are going through that are scared, so you're in it. You're seeing your character go through. And this one, it's card-based that adds that kind of, that tries to add that same feel. The decision making is the same. It's the same. Like, there are really harsh decisions that you make. There's one where I think, like, I went to help somebody and they robbed me in one time I played the board game, so ugh. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I need bandages. I didn't find this game as compelling as others did. The decision to me were pretty much obvious most of the time. When it's live or die, those aren't hard choices. Is that Orko? No, that is not Orko. That is the Black Mage from Final Fantasy. Orko. Okay, so we're so close to winning. I don't want to explore again. I'll just deal with the womb. Shoot. I don't think I want to do anything. She gets a veggie, so I'm just going to throw that on there. From her first scab, and she gets a vegetable. And she'll take that with her. I honestly don't want to explore, but let's see what it says. Jam door. There's no jam doors there. I should have just stopped. I should have just stopped. Blue. And then draw a card. Blue, 715. 715. I need to just stop. The choking smell of old age permeates every corner of this place. The only resident hasn't left his bed in a long time. Selma, is it? Did you finally come back? He calls with a note of hope, and he emerges from beneath a pile of dirty clothes. His face ravaged by illness follows our movements calmly. There's nothing to steal here. There used to be, but not anymore. I've lost it all. His laughter is interrupted by a coughing fit, and his face contorts with horrible pain. We step away from the bed so as to avoid catching whatever he's suffering from. There's no doubt that the old man's at death's door. Vivi. That's the name. Vivi. Vivi. Yeah. But Vivi's a black mage from Final Fantasy IX. There's no doubt that the old man's at death's door, emaciated, very sick, and as we've just noticed, carrying a wound to his head. No one has tended to it. In his state, we can only ease his suffering, nothing more. Leave this place. There's nothing to be done. We can't leave him like this. We'll help him, even if it's just a little. Discard 1 meds. I have herbal meds. I have herbal meds. Damn it! Let's do it. Let's do it. The man regained lucidity for a moment, so let's lose the herbal med. The man regained lucidity for a moment, but speaking obviously tires him greatly. He regrets not being able to repay us. Get vampirism. Once he would have been able to do that before the war, he won the biggest lottery in the country, but he managed to gamble everything away. He laughs again, but it ends in another coughing fit, and suddenly he's weak again. We wait for him to fall asleep, and then we leave. It was all we could do for him. We go out. Can't use rolling dice when he needs us. Need to stop. Oh, all right. So that reality impact. I'm done. 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 Night. This is the second night phase. Let's see what happens. I'm done. I'm done. I just had to try. I had to try to see what happened. And now you're infected. No, I'm not. I'm not. I helped him. All right. Boom. Starving people again. 4 + 1, that's 5. We've got 1, 2, 3 board ups, so it's down to 2. No, it's not. I rolled that 3, so get back in there. Then we will grab water. 2 water. She gets another vegetable. And let's head back home. I can't get bandages. We gotta deal with what we gotta deal with. All right. So it says we need to, when does this end? Including the dawn phase. So that was the 2. We did the scavenging. We did the 2 night raids. We're at the dawn phase. Assign meds and bandages. So we don't got no stinky bandages. I should have taken the bandage off of him when I offed him for sure. Here we go. Raise the wounds of all wounded, unbandaged characters by 1, so we're at 2. Lower the illness of all characters who use meds by 2. Discard meds from all characters if the cold token minus board ups equals 5. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 minus 1, 2, 3. 2! Exchange the nearest small location. Small. That's this one. This one's gone. Where does this go? Return to the residence deck and this. Return to the exploration. He's down, and we got City Hospital. Thanks. Thanks. Resolve weight tokens. I don't have any on there. Okay. Sure. Then we leave him, he dies. Who cares? Cool. Then resolve Spirit A on all character cards. If there's at least 1 book in storage, there is. Lower Anton's misery by 1. And raise his fatigue by 1. No effect. Habit. Discard 1 moonshine or 1 alcohol from the storage or raise Emira's misery by 1. And then shuffle it. Then narrative action. Yeah, so then we leave the guy to die. Okay. How are herbal meds not meds? Meds are herbal. Does it say herbal meds are, like, not considered can be used as meds? Like, that seems wrong. Hey, I have this plant that is exactly like Tylenol, but you can't use it because it's not Tylenol. That's the type of thing. All meds come from, like, either engineered, but they all come from, like, some form of herb. So saying an herb is not a med is a misnomer. But maybe for the scope of this game. I'm gonna look that up afterwards. Pontus. Because that seems weird. But sure. It doesn't matter. We left the guy, he died, who cares? Okay. So instead of giving him an herbal med, we wouldn't have gotten any misery reduction. It didn't change the scope of anything, but if that's the rules of the game, that's the rules of the game. I think it's more, I just find it weird that you'd be like, hey, here's some herbal meds, but you can't use them to feel better. Secret storage. Or, and I keep leaving a card there, got it. Play during scavenging phase when resolving, you also find a knife. Secret storage. Yeah. I think that's the thing that doesn't make sense. It's like there's meds and there's herbal meds. They're the same damn thing. Alright, and that is the dawn phase. So it says ceasefire. Play this day to its end, including the dawn phase, then resolve the epilogue. Before we go to epilogue, whoop. Scenario rules. At least 1 character from the starting group must survive until the end of the game with hunger, none, misery at 2 or less, wounds at 2 or less, illness at 2 or less. We're good. So we won. Let's see. So it says, each day, we accomplish the objective. Each day we spend hiding from stray bullets and nearby shell explosions. We knew that our chances of surviving this war grew slimmer and slimmer. We lived as best as we could, saving food reasonably when we were able to. The little joy we could find in each other's company, a sad smile here or a kind word there, was desperately needed to make it from day to day. As the skies grew increasingly darker, it seemed that the warning light paralleled our waning lives. Oh, the waning light. It seemed that the waning light paralleled our waning lives. All that seemed to be missing was a formal announcement that we were dead. Morale sank and hopefully withered and died, but somehow we managed to pull through. Against all odds, we survived this war of ours. Let's go to finale. So that beats that, and we're going to 1,000. And there be much rejoicing. Ceasefire! So there was this journalist who risked his life, and he managed to capture exactly what happened here. He wasn't the only one, but only he succeeded in presenting material to the world uncensored. This triggered an avalanche, and suddenly news about the atrocities committed against our nation filled TV screens across the globe. Politicians from the most powerful countries and peacekeeping forces gave into the pressure, and they finally acted against our aggressors. To everyone's surprise, all it took was a few minor interventions, and the soldiers started retreating. We cried tears of joy and sadness mixed into a river that flooded across the city. Some said, "Why only now? You could have saved us earlier." Others just picked up what little they had left and went on looking for pieces of their broken lives. Now. You may now additionally use all food from the storage for any characters according to the Dusk rules. Nope. You may now additionally use all meds and bandages. Meds, and I'm not going to do herbal. Resolve all scripts written on the save sheet in the epilogue section. Check out and resolve the final objective. If you want to know the epilogues for particular all or just a few characters who survive till the end with their state levels 0 to 2 accept the fatigue. Okay. That's it. Furthermore, if you want to find, yeah, I want to see what happens. Misery at 1. Anton survived to stay alive, but war scarred him for life. He never again found the courage to become emotionally attached to anyone, and instead devoted himself entirely to the pursuit of abstract knowledge. Okay. What else we got? Oh, that's Anton. So now we need to go to Pavel. Pavel. Misery of 2. Pavel survived the war. He tried to find his wife and son, but despite his best efforts, he could not locate them. He decided to stay in Polgarin, hoping his son would find him there one day. However, that day never came. Then... Yeah, because I can't lore their misery, and Amira's misery is... Amira. Misery is 1. Amira survived the war. For a while, she used the help that she used the help that almost the entire world offered the victims of the conflict. However, time passed and the world quietly forgot about the suffering of the citizens of Fogoran. Typical. Amira tried to escape her previous habits and addictions. She succeeded and was able to stay clean, at least for now. So that is their ending. If you want, and if you fulfill the final check, let me check. If you want to learn more about different hardware, do that. Okay. So Pavel became a recluse. I'm sorry, Anton became a recluse who just read books. Pavel stayed and waited for his son, but his son never showed up. And she stayed clean. Amira cleaned herself. She was homeless. She stayed clean and changed her life. 1 positive ending out of 3. We'll take it. We will take it. We'll take it as a win. Technically speaking, herbal remedies, for example, like what you find in GNC, aren't medicine. Medicine, by definition, is intended to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent a disease. Herbs are not that. That's why herbal natural remedies aren't evaluated by the FDA. Good point, Thomas. Good point. Good point. Good point. But we won. That's it. We won. We won. We won. And now I have played every scenario from Tales of a Ruined City and the base game. Days of the Siege is next, that we'll get into once that's still wrapped up in shrink wrap, so I'm gonna pop that open, see what's new in there, and add that into the game, which is fantastic. They all survived. We lived. We lived. So that is we did a thing. So that was This War Is Mine. We got to the ceasefire, and the other two ending events were on there, where it was continue. Oh god, I would have kept going. It's a good thing we pulled these, because we would have died, but we made it to the ceasefire. And we won. So great. Do you get to open an envelope? No. No, this one doesn't have an envelope in it if we win. The only envelopes are in the Tales from Ruined City expansion, which I played them. I haven't beaten all of them. I've beaten one. I beat the ones where you're working with your neighbors. Which one? I got them all right here. Let's go back down the table. So, book scripts, wartime diaries. This is the farmers, if you wanted to add that onto your game. I played this off screen. Y'all didn't see me play the refugees, but I lost. I lost it. He's got, yeah, so you see I have 4 envelopes I haven't opened. But I've played Blood on the Snow. That was the first one that I played. Side by Side. This is the one I beat. Side by Side. I beat Side by Side. I lost Epidemic, and you saw me play You and Me, and I lost that. So yeah. So I've opened up one, but I've lost Refugees, You and Me, Epidemic, and Blood in the Snow. But I've beaten Side by Side. That's why I have 4 left to open. But it's more cards that are in there, that are in these ones if we beat it. But I want to beat them. However, I have defeated Tales of Ruined City. I've played the sewer mode. I believe I've done sewers in one of my playthroughs. I've played the farming in one of my playthroughs. So those have been played, so you can see those streamed. It says, what, or was that, this was just this scenario comes with the base game. So if you're like, hey, I want to buy the base game, you'll get these 2 scenarios, The Last Day and Endless Night. These come with the base game. Tales of a Ruined City comes with the rest that you just saw, which was Tales of a Ruined City comes with the farms, the farming side of things. They come with the sewers, which is here, like these sewer cards. They come with these scenarios with stuff to open, which is these 5 other scenarios, which is Side by Side, where you're working with neighbors. Neighbors actually work with you. Blood in the Snow is there's a killer in your group, and you have to find out who the killer is before they kill everybody, or time runs out. Oh no, before the person dies. You have to reduce the character's health. You have to save them, or if they die, you lose. Epidemic is everybody's getting sick, so pandemic. You and Me is... I will. You and Me is you only play with 2 characters. A boy and a girl. It's like it's a Romeo and Juliet story. And then Refugees is basically people come to your house in the middle of the night asking you for help because the soldiers are looking for them and going to kill them. You hide them, and you have to keep them safe until the ceasefire. That's what Refugees is. All of them are quite different. They're very, very different from one another. So they play completely different. They have their own tracks. They have their own cards that go with the game. So it's not you're playing This War of Mine, but there's more to it. There's added cards. There's added things to go through. that makes the feel completely different. So if you're like, well, I just want to buy this War Mine, you can get that game and you'll get those 2 scenarios. If you get Tales of a Ruined City, you'll get 5 more scenarios that they're pure scenarios plus the farming and the sewers. And you can add that in to make the game different and actually have story built onto it outside of the story that comes with the game and the journal. Then Days of the Siege, I haven't opened it yet, so I don't know what's inside, but it's more of that. Just to keep that in mind. Let's see. What else do we got? Before you're done, don't forget to talk about yes. Okay, so that's that. If you have any more questions about this War of Mine, let me know. So that was the playthrough of that scenario. We won that one, no problem. But we're gonna get into Days of the Siege and play that one through and see what it adds. I have no idea what it adds, so we'll see what it adds. But I have it. Is there anything else about this game? Not that I could think of. Thank you so much, Pontus. Don't ever think that you are annoying me or bothering me or anything like that when I'm playing incorrectly. The point of this and us playing at the table is for all of us to play it fair and play it together. So if you're like, shoot, he shouldn't have done that, I don't want to say anything because I'll feel bad. I'll actually feel bad because I got it wrong, right? So help me stay honest and play it correctly. You're doing a great job. You're doing a great job. Do not stop. Will you do an unboxing video for the latest expansion? Probably not. Probably not. I won't do an unboxing for that. I'll probably, because I want to get into some other stuff to make sure, but I probably won't. I'll probably just pop it open, and then when I play it, I'll introduce the components. Yeah, I love this game too. So, yeah, Pontus, dude, don't ever feel like you are... Don't ever feel bad for telling me I played something incorrect. Don't be mean about it, but just keep me honest. Make sure I'm playing it right. Make sure I don't mess up anything. So if you're like, you were supposed to draw this, you're supposed to do that. Let's do it. Let's retcon. Let's play it right, and let the win be a win, not a win with an asterisk, not a win with I'm not. He always plays however he wants, and it's not good. Let it be a win for all of us. So cool. All right. That game came in. I've been doing some reading of the rule book. I want to play that game so bad that I think I'm going to. What I'm going to do is I'm going to reread the rule book, reread it, and then I'm going to set it up and try to play like just one round to see if I can do it, because I don't want to spoil anything for myself. I want to play with you all, so I don't want to spoil anything for myself. I'm going to set it up and I'm going to play a full round, maybe 2, just to make sure I'm doing things properly while reading the rule book. If I can do that without making an error, I will play Zeria on next Sunday. Quick question in regard to that. Its page claims the dice are engraved. Did you get any engraved dice with that game? They were not. It's not engraved. Maybe it was an expansion, but it wasn't. I ran my hand across it just to see if it would be. Like, this die is engraved. I could run my finger on it and I could feel the divots on it. I can feel the divots as I run my finger across. I didn't feel anything when I ran across there. It was like it was painted on. It wasn't engraved on. So maybe I got a bum set and they didn't do it right. I don't know how to contact the dev. I wrote them an email from their site. I haven't heard anything. I contacted them on Facebook and said, hey, I had some broken pieces. And then I sent my video along and said, hey, these are the, here I did an unboxing video so you can see what's on there. But no response. So I'm not getting any response from the dev. So I don't know what to do, but it's not engraved at all. My die is not engraved. So maybe I got a bum set and it was just painted on. So as I ran my finger across it, it was smooth. It was like one of these token pieces. Like, it has A on here. That doesn't mean it's engraved. So, yeah, yeah. I've unboxed that entire game and I've run my finger across every die and none of it is engraved. So either I got a bum set or something ain't right. But either way, the dev has not reached back out to me. So I don't know what to do. Let's see. Yeah, so if I definitely I'm gonna go through the rule book. Like I said, I'm gonna be reading it all this week. I play Legends of Novus on Tuesday, but Monday I'll be reading the book. I'm gonna try play through. Tuesday is Legends of Novus. Wednesday I'm gonna try reading it again. Thursday is Pandemic Legacy. Friday, I don't know if Rob's gaming table wants to play Gloomhaven Digital again, but I will. Then Saturday I'm part of One Stop Shop's morning chat. But after that, I'm gonna read the book again and try to do a playthrough. And like I said, if I get it and I'm like, boom, I got it, and I'll just have to refer to the book every now and then, but I get the overall mechanics, I will play it on Sunday. So the minis, they're easy to repair. I mean, the minis are easy to repair. It's just the top of an axe that if I like put some gorilla glue, some clear gorilla glue, and put it on there, it'll stay. I'm not worried about the mini being damaged, right? I don't like that it is. It was shipped that way, and the box looked like it was jostled a lot because cards were everywhere. But fixing a mini isn't hard. It's not a lost cause. It's definitely not a lost cause. Let's see. Did I miss any other questions? Nope. I think I got it. You would have used your Dremel to engrave the dice yourself. I don't have Dremel, but I probably would. But I just don't. I don't know. I'm not mad at them for it. I just, if I got a bum set, replace it. If I don't have a bum set, don't advertise it that way. But it is what it is, and until I hear back from the dev, I don't know what the truth is behind it. I don't know what it means. So, yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got. So we survived and we won a game of this War of Mine, and we're gonna get into Days of the Siege, which will be good. I don't know what to expect in that. It's going to be good, but we'll keep playing it. Like I said, I just returned through to these different older games that I enjoy playing. I know, like, October's is going to be interesting. I've got a lot of horror games to play this year. So we'll see. We'll see. All right, folks. So thank you so much for joining me. Thank you to everyone who's at the table with me. Thank you for help for keeping it fun and keeping it light. We just had a good time. Happy Easter to those who celebrate Easter. Passover, all that good stuff. So happy. And what else is there? This week looks expensive. I'm guessing there was a manufacturing issue and the engraving dice didn't happen for everyone. That would, yeah, but I mean, respond. That's my thing. Like, as a dev, you're gonna get flooded with emails. I want to believe, and I'll say this: I want to believe that the game is delivering now to a lot of people. So therefore, he is probably inundated with emails. So he'll get to mine eventually, and we'll see what happens. Yep. Enjoy the rest of your holiday, everybody, and enjoy the rest of yours as well, Mike. Everybody else that's out there. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to go get some lunch, and I will see you all Tuesday. But I will schedule Zerwia tentatively for Sunday. Tentatively. And we'll get into a game and see how it goes. Alright? Until then, insert commoner slogan here. I will see y'all all later. Bye-bye.